Hi guys, this is GSMDome and I'm here with the OnePlus 12R for an unboxing. We've just received it here in Eastern Europe and I'm pretty sure you're curious about it. Now, in our territory, the device is worth somewhere around $900 and change. So let's see what's inside this box here. Okay, so the usual never settle logo, and the device is available in just a gray hue in our country, in Romania, by the way, Eastern Europe. So what we're dealing with here is a handset which has a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor inside and still has some goodies, even though it's promoted as a high mid-range device, high mid-range, I would say. Okay, so in the box there's a Super VOOC charger with a USB-A connector. It offers 100 watts charging, just like the regular OnePlus 12 And then we have the cable. It's a red cable from USB-C to USB-A, and then we proceed to the other things here. For a while now, we've been reading the SAR value of the handset, so there you have it. The safety guide, the quick guide, the stickers, never settle. The key is to access the nano SIM card slot, a thank you note from the creators of OnePlus, which by the way has reached a decade, and the membership card. Now, if you go to the quick guide, we should be able to read the SAR value of the phone, unless I'm mistaken. So, okay, so here we have it. The SAR value of the current handset, you can see here, is the following. For the head, 0.988 watts per kilogram. For the body, 1.290 watts per kilogram. For the limbs, a bit high, 2.77. The usual recommended SAR value is around 2. Okay, so now let's focus on the device itself. This is it. This is the OnePlus 12R. We're dealing with a phone which is IP65 certified, just like the OnePlus 12. It measures 8.8 millimeters in thickness, which is quite beefy, and I should also mention that it weighs 207 grams. The camera at the back side is not as hugely prominent as the one of the OnePlus 12. IP65 certified, meaning it's dust-proof and waterproof, well, within certain limits. The panel you see here is an AMOLED of the LTPO variety, AMOLED 4, and the size is 6.78 inches. It also has 120 Hz refresh rate, obviously, and HDR10 plus support. The handset here also has a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor inside. I said 8 Gen 2, not Gen 3. Gen 3 is reserved for the OnePlus 12. 256 gigabytes of storage and also a huge 5500 mAh battery, which you can compare to the 5400 mAh of the OnePlus 12. You can also see the quantity of RAM here. It's actually 16 gigs. You can expand it by up to 12 gigs from the RAM expansion. And the cameras include a 16 megapixel shooter, the main 50 megapixel shooter, the Sony IMX890 from the OnePlus 11, 8 megapixel ultra wide and 2 megapixel macro. Now, aside from that, we also have other things here, like a laser focus and optical image stabilization for the main camera. There's 4K capture, but there's no 8K capture as far as I can gather, but we do have a bunch of stereo speakers. So there's one at the bottom, plus an USB-C 3.0 port, and there's one at the top side that's here. And I also think we have an infrared emitter at the top side, which is always nice to have if you want to control your TV set, set-top box, and so forth. The phone is actually Wi-Fi 7 compatible, just so you know, so you should get a Wi-Fi 7 router if you can find one. And from what I've understood, there's no wireless charging here, but I have to look into it. The colors of the device should be iron gray and cool blue. We do have only the iron gray, not the cool blue in our region. So yeah, there's that. The OS is obviously Android 14, and on top of it you can find the OxygenOS 14 with things like the aquamorphic design and several other features, including the shelf, which you can trigger from here. It's basically a collection of useful widgets and recommendations. You should have your carbon footprint on the always-on display, which can be customized from the settings, and the extra features are here. haptics, one-hand usage, holo audio, spatial sound, everything is available here. These are the lock screen options, and I'm using system navigation via swipes. Let's see what else. Of course, a fingerprint scanner of the optical variety is embedded in the screen. And the special features area includes split screen, flexible windows. There's also even a sidebar, which you can activate from here and trigger like this. And then you have all the goodies here, a bunch of extra windows to overlap with the split screen. Plus, you also have Zen Space, which actually lets you keep focus on what you're doing and instead of being distracted by a variety of apps. So yeah, that's pretty much it. First contact with the OnePlus 12R, a more affordable version of the OnePlus 12. The main thing about it is that it's lighter and slimmer and easier to handle. The camera takes a bit of a step back. I do see here that we have a solid main sensor, but as far as I know, there shouldn't be any Hasselblad optics, but let's actually go ahead and see. You can tell that from the options. So high resolution, tilt, text scanner, time-lapse interval, portrait, photo, video. Can confirm there's no 4K, but there's a special ultra stabilization mode and of course the pro mode. So basically it's lacking the Hasselblad, which we may have cost more if they would have had it here. Yeah. Okay, that's about it. Thanks for watching. This has been the unboxing of the OnePlus 12R at GSMDome.com.